Yes, in America, of all places. Because, make no mistake, America goes around and police the world and try to tell you that they have the best democratic system. And how could America have such a flawed system? That a civil engineer in America, let's say he or she, annual salary is 100,000 US. Now that's still a lot of money. But we understand that the type of degree that a civil engineer has would attract that type percentage of salary. Now, let's say another citizen in America is earning $1 million United States dollars. Believe it or not, the civil engineer in America end up paying more taxes than not just the millionaire, but the multimillionaire in America. That is how their tax system is set up right now. And these multimillionaires, because they are honest and they have integrity and credibility and a conscience, they're asking for tax reform. But Congress is not having it. Because why? There are those in Congress who are multimillionaires as well. Some of them are billionaires. That's an open secret. And the last thing they want to do is to be paying more taxes. So Congress is divided, right down to the T. Now, it shows us again that America has no moral authority to be going around policing any world and trying to tell other people how to live. No. And the sad thing about America is that they don't help countries that they should really be helping, No. In other words, America only help you if you can give them something. So America is the country that give you $1, but they are taking 2 out of your pocket. That's how America goes around helping people. They're not really helping you, but they want you to think they are doing it. Now, I have to give these multimillionaires in America a lot of credit to take the stand, to protest that they want to have tax reform. And what this shows us again is that there are people who are rich and who really love poor people. Not all rich people are corrupt. No. Look on Bill Gates. Bill Gates is the kindest man in the world. Who give away more to charity than Bill Gates? Huh? Bill Gates has willed his wealth to the poor. You didn't know that? Yes. So when Bill Gates died, majority of his wealth will be going to the poor, to his charity foundation. This man helped people from all walks of life. He doesn't know them. He had a party in Macau some years ago. You know who he invited at that party? Billionaires. Very rich people. You know what the party was about? Bill Gates was encouraging all of them to give more to poor people and more to charity. That's what the party was about. It was not a party to celebrate that, oh, I am a billionaire and you're a billionaire and it's a billionaire club, so we are just having a bashment for billionaires only. It was about encouraging them to give and help poor people. Here you go. And then you hear that Bill Gates is responsible for coronavirus and one bag of nonsense. But that's people who just bad mind and grudgeful and have nothing good to say about nobody. But don't follow those things. because those people, cannot do any better. Now we are going to move on. There are so much things to discuss about America that if I stay in America, I would be discussing America until probably the next 10 days. So we're going to move on because we have other things to discuss. We know that the Queen has died. The former commanding chief of the slave trade has died. New Orleans and Jamaica did announce 12 days of what our government called it? Of mourning. No, I don't know about you. But let me tell you something. You must never respect anyone who don't respect you. Imagine the Queen is a former slave master, the chief slave master. This woman, this England got rich from the slave trade. It is these Commonwealth countries, over 60 of them, that they invaded years ago. And who would believe this? England is an island. How could an island? Because England invented the gun. And you have oftentimes heard that the country that leads in technology will always be the country that dominates proceedings under the sun. That is why America do everything to stay ahead in technology. Make no mistake about that. And America is a leading country in technology today. And they have been spending billions to keep ahead in technology yearly, annually. They are just upset with China says China is spending too much on technology because they fear that China may catch up with them and they don't want to have that. Now what I'm saying is that this Queen, why should any Jamaican citizen who have any respect for themselves, right, mourn the passing of the chief slave master who have benefited immensely from the slave trade? You are what? The Queen's subordinate? Look at you. You see these lawyers and judges, and you see how they bow in the courthouse. For what? Because they have some title. It is no longer the Queen Council now, it's the King Council, because it is King Charles. Prince Charles now is the king. But what I'm saying is that anyone in their right mind, and you have to be sympathetic with our government, because you see, this is one of the reason why God doesn't want to have anyone who serve him to be meddling in governance, because what these things will what governance does is pull you to the world and make you cannot leave the world, which God asks those who follow him to do. It makes you become a part of the world. And because the government would have to be doing certain bidding to show respect and all of that. And probably, make no mistake, behind closed doors, they don't really want to do it, But because their government, they just have to play by the rules. But I cannot be hypocritical. I would never, ever show any respect to no queen or no one who don't respect me. You don't understand. Or you think the slave trade was established? It is because they don't respect these countries, They invade them, and say, but no, we want you to serve us. We believe you are good enough. You're only good enough to be our servants. You're not our equals. No. And the rob, the rape, and it is the same England now behaving as if she want to tell us that Russia is committing atrocities against the Ukrainians. England of all people. America of all people. Right? We know America was founded. Right? We know that country and the history of America. It's not their land, but they took it by force. And two wrongs doesn't make a right, you know. Make no mistake. We do know that. But then look who is coming to tell Russia that Russia is wrong, and a country which has no moral authority. This is no different from it's like the devil coming to tell you now that you're a sinner. It makes no sense. But what I'm saying, you know, what you learn is just how hypocritical a lot of people are. And since we are discussing the Queen, because the reparation that our country is lobbying for, and a lot of other Caribbean countries, I don't see Jamaica or any other Caribbean country getting any reparation from the Queen. From England, I should say. The Queen has gone. We understand that. But what pains me is when you have Jamaicans moaning. I should moan. The government is telling me now that I should moan the passing of my chief slave master. Is the government for real? Are you being serious right now? Why should I moan the passing of this criminal, this woman who raped, who benefit immensely from the shedding of the Negro blood on the plantation, from dirty money that has built the British Empire? Benefited immensely. And don't forget what reached Meghan Markle, you know, because what they didn't want, the last thing they wanted was for someone who is black to get in the royal family, because they now believe that the royal family is tainted by an outsider, a commoner, right? A Negro. They didn't want that. You would think a Prince Charles, well, a King Charles, I should say, would go on a platform and tell you that, tell the media that, BBC or some other media house, that we don't want Miss Meghan, we regret having Miss Meghan Markle become a part of our family. No, he's not going to say that publicly. He's not stupid. Use your head. But Meghan Markle and her husband, Prince Harry, explain exactly the type of treatment they got because he got involved with her. The last thing they wanted him to do is get involved with a black woman. And they hold it against him. So when they go on the platform with a little plastic smile, their heart is not in it. They didn't want this to happen. They now see the royal family being tainted with black, with Negro blood. You crazy? You think they wanted this? So you Negroes who are mourning or want to mourn Queen Elizabeth, listen to me. it more look like you're not a Negro. You must be from some other race. Huh? No, you're not a Negro. Moon what? Moon her for what? Huh? No. If you ask me, she has lived too long. Now let's move on from that. Enough of that. Now, this is very important, so you need to look at. There are people in society with very low self-esteem. And they allow other people to dictate how they live. In other words, they don't believe in themselves because they are very concerned and sensitive about what other people think and say about them. But you notice something? They're not concerned about what God thinks and say about them. They're concerned about what people think, people who can't save their soul, cannot help them. Because if you can't save my soul, you cannot really help me, you know. So what you need to understand, we know you have these people in society that they are living a lie. And what basically happens a lot of time, they do it they live like this to please other people. Your duty is not to live to please other people. Your duty is to live to please God first and foremost. And then you can please the family after. Because, to be brutally frank, you know, it's God you must put first in your life, not your family. And I know that many of you, your family told you to put them first. But no, that's wrong. And that's contradicting exactly what God requires. Because God requires that you put him first. Remember, the Bible told us that God is a very jealous God. So he doesn't want anyone to put him second because he will not be settled for second on anyone's list. Once you put God second on your list, you're wasting your time in saying that you're serving God and you're serious about God and you love God. And some of you you're so weak emotionally. You allow people to talk and get you down. No, man. We look past people years ago. We don't allow people negativity talk. We don't walk with our head down in the ground. Nothing pan 2 foot can shame this. What is your problem? I wish sinner can shame me. No, you're a sinner and you fall short. Who is you and where you come from? Listen to me. Years ago, I had a conversation with a girl and she had low self-esteem. Because what did happen, you know, is that her smaller sister had a child before her. And when she had a child, I said to her, my girl, you go have pick me and you know, in a position for mind the youth. You know what the girl said to me? She said that she could not allow her smaller sister to have child before her. Yes. And right away, I saw right through her that this girl really had low self-esteem and she was insecure. And believe she was more concerned about what people think and say. So then boy she a mule and she not no picnic yet and her smaller sister have picnic before her. So can you imagine? She run go get pregnant, get a youth, not because she ready and was in a position to take care of the child, you know, but because she was concerned about what society can think about she and say about her. Can you imagine? That's how bad it is. When you have people in society that don't believe in themselves and concerned about, you forget what Bob tell you years ago? Which man can save his brother's soul? Bob said Bob had millions following him, but Bob knew the truth. Said none of them will follow me. Can't really help me. Because them can't save my soul. So how them are going to really help me? And a lot of you will listen to some Bob songs and don't really get the message. And that is the very reason we ask again. Because I notice that Mark Golden asks and Lisa Anna asks for Bob to be a national hero. I notice no one else and no one from the governance side asks for Bob to be a national hero. And you must call them out for it. Yes. Because you hear what I am on this platform saying to you. You hear Beyonce making a 85,000 US a minute. Singing what? Some party songs? Those songs have no message. They can't really help you. When you listen to fair songs, you know, all you can do is rock to it. Say, boy, it's the rhythm nice. She have a nice voice and yes, you know, but what else? Is there any message to teach you anything? No. No message is behind that. So there's no way when a Bob come with message music and give you, teaching you something which can change your life as a person. Right? And you, because listen to me, it's an open secret that Bob is the most famous child this country has ever produced. That's an open secret. And there can be no justification. Not because I say it already. This country making Bob a national hero. You're not doing something for Bob, you're doing something for Jamaica. Because it's not Bob need Jamaica. Bob name greater than Jamaica. Is Jamaica need Bob? So don't get it twisted and believe that you're doing something for Bob. No, you're doing something for this country. What is your problem? Because it would more look as if you are dragged down Bob's name with the bad reputation this country have. You really think I would travel and tell people about proudly tell people that I come from Jamaica after me no mad? It's like would I tell them I come from Afghanistan, Iraq or Iran? Me couldn't go proudly do that. You mad? You're sick with the reputation what this country have? So don't get it twisted. Get the misconception that if you make Bob a national hero, you're doing something for Bob and his family. You're doing something for yourself, for the country. Jamaicans need visa to go England. You know much other Caribbean country don't need no visa to go England? Several other Caribbean countries don't need no visa to go to England. But because of our bad reputation, we get some report last year. Jamaicans left go Turks and Caicos in the Caribbean. Go work, you know, with them skills. You know. Only for several of them end up turning criminal. I know the people in them country full up the people in them jail. When you hear what them charge for them left with them skill, go there, go work. And when you hear what them charge for, you can't believe. We are going at the people in them country, go mash up the people in them country for. Who you been left go to those countries with a skill and then go turn criminal? I can't understand. Explain it to me. It's sad. But anyway, let's move on from that. Because as I say, it's touch and go. There are so many things. And listen. Yes.